Whew, that was a nice way of time. Now let's actually go get some animals. Because we're going to need this warm doublet. So that we can travel the cold lands. And this place is so different than it is in Age of Calamity. I'll tell you what. Do I actually... No, I can't get a hammer, can I? I think there's a hammer here in some fashion. Oh, and then we want to talk about one thing. It is the... Oh, the whole idea of the... of the lag that can occur in this game. Like, this game kind of chugs on a ridiculous degree. And I do believe it's because of the frame rate. It is the graphical fidelity of this game, to be fair. I need to find an animal. And oh, there's one. Wait, no, wait, that's not an animal. That's the old man. I almost shot the old man in the back. Looks like he's after a pig. Well, we can go after a boar too. Come on! Oh, wow! This guy's moving fast. Stop! I want your. I need... Okay, fine. I get my arrow back, thankfully. The arrows don't break after using them. Come on now. Stop running around. It disappeared! It disappeared! You saw that! Like, what? I almost had him, too, and that goes my reducing my durability down. What jerks! The pig disappeared on me! That's annoying. I didn't expect that to happen the way it did. Ugh. Okay, where are we going now? We need to find a piece of meat. Need to find that pig again. And see if I can sneak up to it and just stab it. Because I would love to stab it. Ooh. Hylian herbs. These are perfect. Perfect for cooking. Oh, we got more Korok shenanigans here, don't we? Sometimes the Korok seeds, in order to get them, you have to find these flowers. Find all the flowers in sequence, and a Korok will appear out of the vicinity. We're going to need a lot of these. We're going to need a lot of them. I need that pig. Where did that pig go? I'm going to destroy it with a bomb. Booyah! You ain't getting away from me this time. There's nothing saying about overkill, and by golly, that was overkill. We got some acorns that adds a little bit of spice to the mix. Let's see, where can we go? Do I have a good weapon right now? I don't think I do. I have a claymore, which might do me some good. 'Cause I think we are close to... Yes, we are. We're close to a boss fight. Yeah, there are actually overworld bosses in this game. Since the dungeons are very limited in terms of its structure, there isn't very much of the whole boss variety. So let's do... I'm going to get the claymore out. We're going to step on top of this guy right here, because this right here is the boss. Oh boy, nope. We got a stone talus. Its weak point is the rock. Just hit it hard. That's all you have to do. You can use explosive bombs on it, but you have to be careful. This guy will most likely launch a rock face at you. Come on, you. I need to get you up to you. Come on, baby. Will you stop? Man, this guy is quick on his feet, isn't he? Yeah, climb back on him. Hoo-ja! 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 It's probably best to grab a hammer that is probably in the shrines that I probably have not unlocked yet. So, I'm basically at a disadvantage at the moment, but I can tackle this thing down. We already got half its health down. Come on now. Spin to win! There goes my, there goes my good weapon. Ugh. He's gonna drop. Gotta do critical hits on these things. There we go. Break a rock, break a bomb on him. Might as well do some good on that one. This thing's not doing very much damage, but I'm trying my best here, folks. Hoota! Well, I was running out of weapons, so now I'm technically doing better now. Oh, what? Booyah! And that takes care of our first boss. Stone houses is probably your best way to go, is to go after them as early as you can. Just because after death, they usually drop pretty good valuable rocks. Rocks which in turn can give you some of that juicy money. Because in this game, folks, money is hard to come by. Rupees are not very common. Which is quite the odd sense of the word on that one. That's like, ooh, you going to get money? Nope, not much. There is money inside chests, to be fair. But for the most part, your best luck is to basically find mining deposits, ore deposits, and anything you can probably get your hands on, just so that you can sell it to a merchant. Any merchant you can sell to mostly anything towards, so... no, I want to get my torch. If you find a cooking pot that's not lit up, you can do this. You can light it up, and then you can actually go into your menu and actually cook this bad boy up. We need that meat right there. Stop holding, and then we can just cook it. Now you want to cook these over a pot. If you cook these items over a fire, it will not cook properly. There's spicy meat and seafood fry. That's the recipe the old man was making for a little while back. We now made a meal. It's now part of our recipe book. Oh wait, oh, there's a Korok seed. I smell one. I smell a Korok seed nearby. Let's go get this one. Hi-ya! Yo! Torches have a little weird aesthetic to them. They don't wear down like normal wooden weapons do, but they can still. Oh goodness! I almost died to fire burn. Well, I got to pop these apples right in like popcorn. There we go. Burn those leaves off. Got another rock. Koroks like to be under rocks for the most part, so bear that in mind. All right, now we need to make it back over. As we're walking over, I'm going to grab a bit of water myself. Gotta be hydrated, you know. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh boy, I need a weapon. I need a good weapon. Club. Hiya! There we go. I need some clubs. After I basically ruined all my rest of the weapons taking out a boss. I didn't need that now, game. Thank you. So we need to talk to the old man, which is going to retire back when it gets nighttime. So we need to head back over to... head back to where this guy is over here. Because as soon as we do, we can head up north where the Temple of Time is and go into this spot right here, which will allow us to get into the cold region. I'm not too far off from my initial spot, so we'll just head off. We're going to do some exploring. Now, if I have to cut stuff out, I will. For the YouTube side of things. Because, again, editing is going to be a fun thing for this playthrough. I'll give it that much. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now, I would, you can do a shield surf. If you want. It does reduce your durability of your shields, except if you're on sand or water, or not sand, but sand or snow. If you're on sand or snow, the durability does not go down. So if you need a fast way to travel down a hill, that is probably your best bet, folks. Indeed. So, as we walk around... Now, it's weird that Breath of the Wild has yet to get a manga. You'd think they would have already started one. But not even the books like the champion, like, building a champion, doesn't even reference it. Now, would it be cool if Breath of the Wild had a manga? It's only a matter of time before it does. But you never know. That, Age of Calamity, Breath of the Wild, and whatever the second game of this series is, you never know. I would not mind a manga. Again, it would add context to the story, but again, at one point, context has already been taken down by Age of Calamity for that most part. Ooh, fancy that. So we meet again. What are you doing? This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have an empty pot for you. I cooked something. Look at this. Wait, is that? That looks like my signature perfect dish. Spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose it's not important. Can I trouble you to share that recipe? Of course. I roll bass. How could I have forgotten? Well, then. Now, please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet. The warm doublet, it gives you cold resistance, a minimal cold resistance, but a warm pullover worn by the mountain folk. Its sturdy fabric and thick gloves are great for retaining body heat. With that, you'll be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great meat and seafood fry recipe, so I could do with that, that warm doublet. Now, I do believe if you I think it's pulled to actually real life stuff that if you do eat like spicy food and whatnot, like peppers and whatnot, I do believe it actually does keep you warm. It does warm up your body temperature, so by technicality, this is, he's not wrong. I just don't think you can add like a way to say if you just eat like a whole pile of spicy spicy green peppers that will raise your body temperature to a ridiculous degree. I don't think it's going to keep you, really warm from the cold. The cold is still going to get you, regardless what you do. So you might as well just bundle up anyway. But we're going to put that warm doublet on. It's not as itchy as the old man says it is. It feels nice and forming, though. I don't think this warm doublet would actually fit him. Because I think he's... I think he's a little... No, I don't want to say not to be, for body size, but still, the fact of the matter is, this wing would not fit him regardless. We get up here. Peppers are usually shown up very close to the cold area. Nope, not going to deal with that. Nope. So here we are in the cold region. Very interesting to boot. Cold. It's snowy. While in snow, your movement is reduced. It takes a lot more stamina to move around if you're running. So bear that in mind. So it's going to be a little tricky. But there are snow boots you can get later on that makes it trivial to be slowed down by snow. As well as sand. Sand does slow you down too. And I've walked in sand and snow. It doesn't really slow you down all that much. I see that rock up there. I don't trust it. There's a bunch of explosions there. I could blow those guys up. Or I could just use a little bit of a stealth by triggering the left control stick. Just come here and steal what this is. Some arrows, not bad. And I'll be on my way. And what's cool about this game is that you don't really have to fight for the most part. You can essentially just be a pacifist for the most part. Hey, you know what? If that's how you want to play, that's how you want to play. And then no one's gonna shame you for not doing so. we're gonna get the top the cold region up here. We're gonna get this this place first. Since we're already up in the high in the mountains, we might as well go after it. Then we'll go back and hit where the yellow marker is. And this is a long mountain hike. Like I've been on mountain hikes for up in the Sawtooth Mountain Range in Idaho, and I've like gone up like 5 miles straight up a cliff face, just going back and forth up a hill. And it may look easy. It's like, oh, it's just a nice gradual hill upwards. It's not going to be that hard. It is that hard. Trust me. Mountain climbing is not an easy sport. Or hiking, for that matter. Hiking is just a way to signify that it's just a walk that's difficult. And this is not where I want to go, but we can go up here firstly. So I've got time on the marker. I do believe at the top of this mountain, I think the old man will be here for us. Because, man, this old man gets around. You think he's quick? He's quick on his feet. Yes, he is. He's quick on his feet. Look at him. The fierce cold atop these mountains can be take a toll as the night settles in. Oh, breathtaking view. This might be the best place to get full view of the entire plateau. Use your scope to look for shrines. When you look at one, place a pin on it on your marker. Now, some people have theorized that this rock formation up here is technically where the King of Hyrule is buried. Now, I don't think it has been confirmed anywhere, as far as I'm aware, because I don't have Making a Champion book that I wish I did have, because I feel like that's to be a nice, industrial read. But I don't have it. I think I have all 3 of the books, though, of the arts and artifacts, the encyclopedia, and the Hyrule Historia. Oh, there's a rock nearby somewhere. There's a Korok on it. Ugh. These things. I'm very indifferent. I'm really not liking this expand your inventory system with the Korok seeds, which I'm really hoping that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to have some sort of a change to it, because I don't think they're going to be able to place 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild 2. I think it's a little overkill, to be fair. Snowboarding, shield surfing, huzzah. Oh, it's the snowballs. That one appeared out of nowhere. Oh, that didn't do nothing. Get out of here. Yeah, you don't have your weapon on you. Booyah! Take that. You goblins. Annoying creatures is what they are. I'm agree with a seared steak that they're not going to eat anymore. No. Not going to sleep by the fire. You crazy? Nah, I'm not going to go that way. You can just go up here. Let's get up here and head to our next shrine. Ki Namut Shrine. This will get us to our 3rd rune that we can use for our troubles. My neck's kind of a little stiff tonight. Sure as to why. May have to stretch out my neck a little bit more or something. Alright, our 3rd shrine of the game. And we're gonna get Cryonis. I offer this trial, the Cryonis trial. Cryonis is interesting. Though I think it's much better in Age of Calamity, because you can summon this ice pillar anywhere. In Breath of the Wild, Cryonis can only be done by pools of water, no matter what the deepness. So say if you want to cross an ocean or a lake without touching the water, just keep putting up Cryonis pillars. You can only summon 3 pillars at a time. After a third one is done, the first one you did create will break if you make another one. So it's not like you can be very limited in what you can do with it. It is pretty cool to put it up. And it can open up certain doors that you can't open up either, like this. Which is nice. It's also pretty durable too. You can put it in front of enemies and they will most likely not be able to break it. Oh, I think the Guardian lasers can initially break it, I think. Now, if you want to position underneath you, just hit down the D-pad or the bottom left Joy-Con button, and you can actually position the Cryonis right underneath you. But now you can actually get this to go everywhere, which to me is pretty nice. Just hit the down button again to basically move the Cryonis wherever you want it to be. Now, if you've explored the entirety of the shrine, you most likely will see a treasure chest in front of it. If you see a treasure chest in front of it, that means all the chests in the shrine have been taken care of. There are some shrines that have really hard chests to get towards, and some are pretty easy. But again, for the most part, folks, that's about it for that in terms of shrine complexity. It's only going to get more complex as we here on out. May the goddess smile upon you. Good, let it smile upon me. Why? Yeah, that's weird. Why would a deity be angry at someone? Even though the creation deities created all of us, but then they just frown upon our creation. It's like, I don't like those humans down there. I'll give them a lightning bolt. They would do that too. To be honest and fair. Now, I believe those are arrows down. There's a chest there. That is worth probably nothing, to my understanding, so we're just going to leave it. Because for the most part, I usually fall and die in that pool of water, and I'm going to circumvent any chances to keep me alive, or to kill me. Yahoo! Let's go after our last shrine, shall we? Mm-hmm. Come on, shrine. I wish I could climb up this place faster. Oh yeah, that's something you need to note. Weather will not affect you, or at least it won't start raining, I don't think, on the plateau until you actually start the game off. I think they designed it this way so that you can get, used to the exploration techniques of the game. So you can so you don't actually fall to, you have to wait till the rain to stop. Because when it starts raining, it pours. And when it pours, you can't climb rocks. Which is going to be problematic, especially in the Pharaon region, where it's constantly about almost 24/7 raining like crazy. Which is bad to me. Which is bad to all of us, really, because that means I just can't get anywhere. I'm going to have to warp around. Now, there is technically another shrine or another ruin that we can get, other than the 4 we've gotten so far. But that one is hidden away all the way up in the top right of the map. And we don't have access to that map just yet. And probably won't get access to that for quite a while. But once we do get that rune, it's going to make teleporting around Hyrule so much faster. And well, at least so much easier, I would say. Especially for one shrine that can only be accessed once a blood moon happens. When the blood moon happens, this shrine will activate, or at least the pedestal will activate, so that you can, get down there and everything to actually get that shrine to player. That one is a pain in the backside to even trigger. So I can get down. If I can get down somewhere. Okay, good. Didn't hurt myself there. Thank goodness. This shrine's a little tricky to get to as well. Because you can get it from the bottom or you can go from the top. Either way, you can get it. This is Oya Diamond Shrine. This is our last of the shrines on the plateau. It's going to give us our 4th rune to boot. And we're off. This shrine is going to give us our last critical shrine we're going to get. And this one's going to be a fun one to pull off. Excuse me there. The Stasis Trial. This allows us to get the Stasis Rune, which allows us to freeze time. For certain objects. So any type of moving contraption or inanimate object that we see around the world, such as boulders and whatnot, can be frozen with this. And this shrine indicates what we can do with this rune altogether. We can now basically freeze stuff in place, but once it is frozen in place, we can actively knock on it, you know, tap it with any weapon or item or projectile weapon of some kind, and it will gain kinetic energy. Once that kinetic energy is released, well, that sort of energy becomes kinetic energy, and booyah, it will go pretty fast. Now, the Stasis Rune is a little finicky. It's probably the only one that has the biggest type of cooldown of any rune. So once we get the ability to upgrade it, which is a pain in the backside to upgrade too. I gotta wait for this thing to rock to drop, because I need to get that chest up there. Go, 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 Link! Run up there! Let's grab this chest. Like a so. A Traveler's Shield. That's probably the max shields we're gonna get. So let's wait for this rock to drop. The rock must teleport or something, because goodness, that rock can get around. And there's one thing about this game I do truly enjoy. It is the physics engine. I've been really I've really been excited about physics engines. Like, I remember, you know, Half-Life 2. It was like my first game actually ever played that had a physics engine like that. Where if you hit stuff and it just gets, you know, faster and you go everywhere. I thought I was amazed by it. And now it's basically everywhere. So I love physics engines as a whole. It's just good to see stuff just get pulled around, break around, and all that stuff. Your resourcefulness is overcoming this trial speaks promise of a hero. I'll give you this spirit orb. Our 4th one.